Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Ryan McKee, and this is A New Perspective. This channel intention is to bring awareness and enlightenment to the unseen, tackling the real issues, breaking through mental barriers to discover, unlock, and understand your true propensity, to create passion that will spark desire from building from the inside out. Now, for my first video, it's a little different. A lot of stuff that's been happening. Actually, my first intro video I think was about 10 months ago. Now, well, we'll get into it. Well, today what I want to talk about is opening up. Now, it's different forms of opening up. Because you don't want to just open and vent to anybody. Energy is everything. I truly believe that. I mean, everybody may, if not, believe that, but I do. So, you have to be careful where your energy goes and what is influenced by what you put your time and your attention to. So, with that being said, I want to talk about downfalls and uprisings. Now, we all know in order to become the better version of yourself, you had to go through some downfalls. Prime example. That's why I'm just sitting here sideways, but I'm cool. I just hurt my leg. I'm alright. Um, yeah, it's gonna be setbacks. It's gonna be times where you may not be at 100%, and that's fine. It may be times you had to get yourself together and you know get back on your feet. For me, literally and figuratively. So yeah. Now the uprising part of that is that you have to be consistent. Whatever your downfall is, you cannot let it dictate how your uprising is going to be. Actually, let me rephrase it. Not dictate how your uprising is going to be, but have it affect on you where it keeps you down. It's not how you fall, it's how you get back up, right? So, many of us, we experience trials and tribulations. They are most likely, testing lessons for us to, grow into our, true nature of who we are. Sometimes we need time with isolation. Sometimes, just to get ourselves together, and it takes that. Um, I want to talk about also with this downfall and uprising. I also want to talk about accepting yourself. Because a lot of times we go through things and you could be in discovery mode. You just try to figure yourself out, or you might be lost, or you may not think you have the essence of what it is to complete a goal or to do a certain task or to reach a certain plateau in your life. And sometimes we could go through that the identity crisis where we don't know who we are, and we just try to figure it out. Or sometimes, like I said, we're lost, and sometimes we may not get the best advice of help or anything like that. And so we go through a lot of things that make us just look at things differently and make us open up to a different perspective, and then just move accordingly. So when it comes to accepting yourself, you just have to of course, the basic, the strengths and the weaknesses and stuff like that. But accepting yourself is getting to a place where you're comfortable, whereas though you don't need any validation or any form of stimuli to keep you you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have an inner motivation, an inner drive to go out there and just go do whatever your destiny, whatever you're calling to do. Sometimes, like I said, it takes time, isolation, maybe changing habit, diets, all types of stuff. Um, but the whole thing about accepting yourself is to be consistent. Be consistent in who you are and who you hang around and what you feed your mind, what you feed your body. Just even your self talk. That's another thing. Come to accepting yourself, your self image. Your self image is very important, and I had struggled through that. Just growing up. Period. Um, I went through a period. I suffered from anxiety and depression. Didn't know why, and now I know why because I didn't take that time out to really figure out what's going on, or of course the doctors couldn't figure it out neither. I just was going through stuff and stuff was happening, and can't explain it. You know how that is, but it's very important that you take time to recalibrate and sometimes to recharge. For some people out there, sometimes you may have to recharge. Sometimes you had to leave some stuff alone. Sometimes you had to leave some people alone. Sometimes you just gotta just find a place where though you could just be still. I know that's easier said than done, but it is possible. You had to be still and go to a place where though you're not bothered, or like I said, don't need any validation or stimuli to make you you and to keep you going. Now, with accepting yourself, it's an interesting one that I had to come in terms with owning your truth. And the reason I say owning your truth is because if you don't own your truth, it could hurt you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, say for example, if you got into trouble back in the day and people bring up your past, oh, you was the boy running around, whatever, like that, like that. Yeah, but okay, now what? I'm not doing it now. I moved from there. So what I'm saying is, owning your truth is all about having power over what people can use against you or try to use against you to try to throw you off your focus, or try to make you feel insecure or guilt trip you. But when you own your truth, it don't have power over you. You had to step into your truth, like, okay, that's who I was, but that's not who I am, and that's not who I'm going to be. We all had a power to I believe recreate ourselves and recreate our image, because a lot of stuff been programmed to us, and a lot of stuff just been given down to us from our parents, from what they learned and what they learned and what they learned, and a lot of it is trauma and drama. Trauma and drama, let's be honest. So we take that with us. We take that with us, and it takes us, some of us, a while for us to shed our skin and like realize this is not me, and this is not where or who I want to be. So with owning your truth is power in that, because no one can dictate your life. No one can tell you that's all you're going to be. That you're not going to be whoever whatever you think that you're going to be. People cannot hold that over you, and people cannot belittle you or degrade you because you did a certain thing and hold you to that standard. Only because you own your truth. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is I'm gonna try to not make these videos too long, because I kind of want to for first couple episodes get straight to the point. But with opening up, realizing that everything isn't for everybody. That's why I created this page, a new perspective. People are not going to see things how you see it, no matter what background, no matter what you think. I just always think that for myself. It was just like, oh, everybody is a good person like me, genuine and stuff. I mean, I would like to believe so. It's just unrealistic though. So, not to say that that's the best example in the world, but what I'm saying is everything isn't for everybody. So, be careful who you share things with, and that's why I said it depends on, you know, your energy and your attention where it's going to, because you may be introduced to something that might not be you, but you might feel a little peer pressure, or you might you might just be curious. And sometimes curiosity can lead you to a downward spiral if you're not mentally sound. So it's very possible. It's very possible. You want to be careful of your curiosity, your vulnerability. Not to say not to be vulnerable or whatever like that. It just use your discernment. And by that I mean be aware of your past experiences and learn from them, because a lot of stuff. And took me a minute to understand this. I like to believe that wisdom is not just the experiences; it's the lesson that you learn through the experiences. You know what I mean? I don't believe because you're older, you're wiser. You had more experiences, and yes, experience is the best teacher. But a lot of times we repeat a lot of lessons. Some of us don't even learn the lessons. So, with that being said, everything ain't for everybody. So this is going to wrap up this segment. This just what I mean, just get my feet wet, just to see just to see things, get you guys to see things from a new perspective. This is a segment opening up. I'm Ryan McKee, and I'm out.